first, I need you guys to think about what's in your cabinet right now. All right, does it look like this? Does it look like this? Or kind of like a mix between the two. I think that's a wine bottle in the healthy side, so we're gonna go with that one. I like that side too. So I want you guys to actually close your eyes and think about what's in your cabinet right now. Like really get into it. So I want you to think about what's on my cabinet, what's on my countertops, what's in my fridge. So go through your fridge, each shelf by shelf. I want you to think about what's actually in your house right now. What's in your fridge that's probably healthy, not that healthy, probably needs to be thrown away because it's expired about 3 years ago, or that little jar of something in the back. There'll probably be some weird applesauce in mine, I think, when I'm looking back. And I want you to think about, okay, what's in there that I would like to keep if I'm gonna really think about being healthier today? And is there anything in your fridge or on your countertops that probably doesn't need to be there? Are you guys thinking of anything specific? You want to volunteer? Go for it.
Well, I'm thinking of what doesn't need to be there, which probably won't be there by the time I get back home.
Is somebody there eating it now? Yeah.
Cookies, donuts, potato chips on the counter.
On the counter.
On the counter.
It's a dangerous place for it to be too. Because when we see something, biologically,
on the counter,
we're going to eat it. It's like back to caveman days, where they're like, oh, that's ready to eat. I'm going to have it because I don't know where this next food is coming from. Yeah, it's like a natural trigger. All right, I will admit there's a package of Reese's Cups that I made my husband get for me for a random time that I was like, I'm going to crave these at some point. No, I'm going to look at them and then I'm going to crave it. So that's going to go. Okay. So we thought about what's probably something we need to take out. Now, what's something that we can put in today? I mean, like by the end of the day, before you tuck yourself into bed, what is something that we can add to our countertops, our cabinets, or our fridge today? So I'm thinking, I ran out of apples. On my way home, I can definitely stop at the store. I can pick up big apples. They're in season. Boom. I just made a healthy change right there and made it available for myself. How many people have enough fruit or produce in their fridge for the week? Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but I usually depends on how they eat.
Yeah.
But like I know I have bananas and apples.
Good.
Like Chinese apples. They're there. Matter of fact, I even got a watermelon. One in the refrigerator, one in the fridge. They yellow. Buying the ones I like.
Yeah. So our first way of setting ourselves up for health is by just having it in our house, right? Sometimes we're like, okay, I'm going to start eating healthy, but sometimes the first step we have to think about is, I need to shop and bring this food into my house. I was like, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's like, okay, when are you going to the store? When are you bringing this in? And when are you getting some of the stuff out? So we can do that today. I want you guys to all think about one thing that you want to either take out or one thing you want to bring in that will make your house healthier. You've made a healthier choice and a healthier environment for you to function in just one day. And you didn't have to really, how hard is that? Like, did we sweat? No. Did we, break a bone? No, we didn't do anything. So we tried that, right? Our next thing is going to be fluids. So why are we always harping on fluids? And if you were here or saw the woman that was juicing, that's like a great way to get in different fluids. So what are they really good for?
Hydration.
Yeah, so boosting your energy. Now, I have a 1-year-old that doesn't sleep through the night, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter how much fluids I'm getting in. It's not going to help me. But it really does make a big difference. You feel sluggish and tired. Come on in, sit down. Look at her with her great fluids. More good fluids. Okay, clearer skin. We all want that, right? I like that little beauty perk. We all just need to sometimes be regular old gals, okay? So it keeps us regular. Yeah, when you're dehydrated, You don't have any squish for the push, is what we say. So I'm sorry, we gotta have that. We do not want kidney stones. And it maintains a healthy metabolism. So our first step for health is treating our body and our metabolism right, and it can't function in an environment that's dehydrated. So we actually want to make sure one of our steps for health is drinking fluid. Removes waste just naturally through our sweat, through our breath, through our kidneys. It actually controls our body temperature. Anybody going through like menopause and things like that, it really can help if you're just well hydrated. This is the key. Reduces cravings. How many times do people like get a little craving for something sweet after dinner? That's like the time, right? You have dinner, you're like, I'm gonna go for something sweet. Like we all think that. So obviously, what time of the day is after dinner? It's the evening time. And what have you been doing all day? Well, maybe you haven't been drinking your fluids all day. So by that time, you're actually kind of dehydrated. Your body's like, oh, give me water. But your brain reads it as, give me those Reese's cups that you've been saving in the fridge, Josie. And I'm like, yes, yes, yes. But that's actually not what our body needs. It really just needs water. So when we're well hydrated, you may find that you actually don't crave sweets as much. Sweets is a very specific craving that comes during dehydration. It's kind of weird how that kind of messes up our signaling. So it actually reduces craving. So where is your water bottle? Are you leaving it in the back of the counter and you haven't filled it up because it has an annoying straw that's hard to wash? You know, we've all been there. Okay, so we already talked, for those that came late, we already talked about changing your environment. So we made a pledge to change one thing in our cabinets or our fridge or our countertops that's unhealthy, or bring in something that's healthy by the end of the day. So that's how we're going to change our environment. Now we're going to change our hydration by grabbing a water bottle here. And I want you guys to finish this by the end of this talk. And I didn't give you, oh, you already got one?
Thing of water.
You're like, I'm peeing so much, please. Boom. Oh, good. And there's more. So if you finish it, you're on to the next.
Really?
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. By the end, no one's going to make it to the end. They're going to be like, bathroom, bathroom. No, you're fine. So we're actually achieving health right now. We made our pledge to change our environment. Now we're actually hydrating right now. You don't have to wait till tomorrow to start living healthy. You can start doing it right now. And all we're doing is drinking fluids, which isn't really that hard. Like, living healthy doesn't have to be that hard. Okay, our next thing is fitness. This, yeah.
Yeah. I heard the other day when I was watching the doctors, they said this lady, she got something in her mouth that came up from not drinking water, and it leaves you having bad breath.
Yeah.
Right?
So think about like,
Bone or something.
I don't know about a bone. That seems like a...
It looked like that.
You can get bad breath from like dry mouth, and bacteria can thrive in that environment too. If you're constantly drinking, hydrating, rinsing your mouth, it creates just a healthier environment. So you won't be prone to bacteria growth. No one wants to have bad breath, but I don't know about bone growth in the mouth, but that's kind of freaky.
But it was something that came up and
Yeah.
showed it, and the doctor took it out, but he said it was because she never drank water.
Maybe it's like a little calcified
Oh, yeah.
something or another.
What's going on with not ever drinking water?
Some people don't think about it. You just keep it moving, you're busy, doing stuff,
You're drinking other things.
They drink other stuff in place of water.
or you wait until you're thirsty to drink. So you need to be drinking all day. By the time you're thirsty or you're growing other things in your mouth that shouldn't have, it's too late. It is too late. You just grew another set of teeth. That's too late. I don't want any of you guys ending up on like Dr. Oz with like a calcified tooth growing out of your cheek. Okay, then I'll be like, they were in my session. They knew better. So with fitness, we all know the benefits of fitness, right? you can help achieve weight loss. It can strengthen and tone our muscles. This is a big thing, especially for women. It helps create stronger bones. So as we age, the more we use our bones in like a weight-bearing fashion, it makes them stronger because they're like, ooh, we need to like kind of respond to this. Your body's like, let's bring some more calcium to our bones and make them stronger.
Jumping on you, right?
Oh yeah, you better watch that. That's true. You gotta stay strong for those kids. They're everywhere. It helps create a lower heart rate. We know a higher heart rate isn't ideal. It puts us in a better mood. And in general, we want to be people that are in a better mood. I don't know if anyone's like, I don't want to work out because I just want to be in a crappy mood. No, that's no one, said no one ever, right? So it puts us in a much better mood, which is always good. This goes along with water. It actually improves our complexion as well. So just think about it. It stimulates the dilation of your blood vessels, and it brings a bunch of blood all around your body to help remove waste. Helps lower your blood pressure, which we know, and it reduces stress, which is really important because nowadays it feels like it just each year as you get older, things don't get less stressful, right? There's never a time when it's like, oh, once I hit this age or this thing, the stress goes away. No, because you take on more things. You help more people out. You're able to do more things for others or be aware of other things. You become stressed out. So you have to basically start thinking of how you can reduce that stress that we all have in our lives. And fitness is a great reason. Another great reason is I hope, along with our calcified tooth thing, I hope no one ever gets this diagnosis, okay? Because this is a real medical diagnosis. It's called dormant butt syndrome. So, I know, it sounds horrible. Can you imagine that written on your chart? It's like, well, she has high blood pressure, high cholesterol, dormant butt syndrome. You'd be like, say what? What is dormant butt syndrome? I know. So, from sitting a long time, you think about if you're just sitting on the computer or just watching TV for a couple hours on end, it can create different types of back pain, okay? Back and even neck pain, to the point where it needs to be actually treated by like a physical therapist. And it's really just because you just sat around for too long. And they're gonna be like, well, how do I bill for this? What's the medical diagnosis? And a physical therapist came up with it. They're like, well, I've just been calling it dormant butt syndrome. And they're like, yeah, okay, let's put that in. So it's like, oh my gosh, I don't want that. Like, I don't want that anywhere near my chart. So because I don't want that anywhere near your chart, let's bring your dormant butts up. So stand up. What we're gonna do is a couple things. So if you've already done some of the fitness, good job, but you're doing more. Okay, first thing I want you to do is just get your arms moving back and forth. We're gonna do this 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so we stretched out our arms. Now we're gonna be working our legs and our booty. So I want you're all standing in front of a chair. What I want you to do is we're gonna do 10 squats. So how you do a squat is you don't lean forward. Don't lean forward. You pop your butt back, lower it down, hit your butt on the chair if you can, or as low as you can go, pop back up. You're gonna do 10 of these, ready? So 1, 2, 3, 4, keep it going, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect, okay. We're gonna do front lunges. The biggest thing with a lunge that people don't realize is their knee goes over their toe. We are not Captain Morgan, okay? So we're just gonna do a lunge, or however you can. So you're gonna go and bring it down. Lunge like this, 1 step forward. And come out if you don't have room. You can come out here, ready? So we're gonna do 10 on each leg. So that's 2, 3, so we're gonna count to 20. 4, 5, 6, good. 7, go at your own pace. And your own depth. 9, you got it, ladies. 10, 11. I'm feeling the burn. 12.
Yeah, me too.
13. 14. 15. 16. 17. 18. Almost there. 19. 20.
What the hell?
What? How did you end up over here? I didn't even see you there. Woo! All right. Yeah, you're not done. It's one more.
Would they help?
So that's going to help your quads and your hammies. Okay. Last one. Bis and tris, ladies. Get up against a wall. Anything like this. A flat wall. What I need you guys to do is lean like this. And we're going to do push-ups, our modified push-ups. Everyone has a wall at home, unless you, I don't know. So even if you need to get up, move, we're going to do 10 push-ups. Ready? So if you didn't think you could do a push-up,
Get on the wall.
get on the wall. 3, 4, keep that back as straight as you can. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You did it. Okay, you're literally done. Don't worry. You're done with the fitness. So all those little things, you didn't have any equipment. That's it. You didn't have any equipment, right? Other than the wall. Good.
Yeah.
Kind of gets you in a better mood?
Yeah.
Except some people are like, oh, get this girl out of here. Yeah. None of those things needed equipment. All they needed was for you to make the conscious effort to get up and just not have a dormant butt and do something. It may not have to be the lunges if your knees hurt or the squats. If your arms are working fine, you just get on the wall. What you're doing is making your blood move, pump your heart, get you in a better mood, relieve your stress.
Yeah.
I know sometimes my husband will probably find me like, I'm like, you did this to me. But all of those things you can do from anywhere. So don't think you need to have a gym membership, though those are great. But if you can't make it to the gym, you can achieve fitness health today, right now. You can just say, you know what, 10 minutes, let me go up for a walk. Let me just take a break, clear my mind, move my body.
So, question. When you are a working mom and you come home, the job does not end.
Yeah.
And you are constantly moving until about 10:30 at night. I can't physically think about how I got to do my 10 push-ups against the wall.
So maybe that's not your time to do it at 10:30 at night. And that's a great question. Like when you're a working mom, and I totally know that feeling, you're on the go. My kid wakes up at 4 in the morning. Why? And you're just going and going and going. How do I fit this in?
Yeah.
It could be that you need to make the conscious decision during your workday to step back from the computer, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's 10. We definitely probably can find that time. If you're going to the bathroom or you're getting water, take a longer way around. If you have to go to the store, have your kids, you park further away and you let them complain.
Yeah.
And because you know what, whatever, they're going to complain about something anyway. But you work in little ways to add in fitness. If 10:30 is not the time to work out for you, it's not the time to work out, you know? But sometimes we feel like it's like, all of that is done, now I work on me.
Yeah.
But that's not life. We have to figure out how to work on you within the day. So like creating that environment, it's like, oh, that's right, I plan to have apples. I went and bought them, so now when it's crazy, there are apples in the fridge, you know? I plan to drink water and hydrate, so I'm gonna drink throughout the day. I wanna be fit, but I don't wanna go to the gym late at night. What can I do throughout the day that can just take 2 minutes for myself? Though we're busy, we're not as busy as we make ourselves to be. So sometimes we put these expectations like, I'll do it once I get this done. Will it still be there in 10 minutes? It will. But will your health radically change from 10 minutes of walking? It actually will. Your mood will change, your body will change with it, and it will make you feel better, so that by the time 10:30 comes, you're like, peace, I'm going to bed. Like, you know, and you can be like, I feel good about that. Instead of feeling like, oh, I probably should, but I'm too tired. Because right now my bedtime's like 8:30. I'm dying here, people. I'm like just praying this child sleeps through the night one of these days. But I always like set my alarm at 6. I'm like, yeah, he'll sleep till 6. That's why I should set my alarm. It's like 4:30. From his room. I'm like, no, the day has started. So,
Change your sleeping habits.
oh my gosh, when they're like, that's, if you notice, healthy sleeping is not in here, because I'm not going to tell you something to do that I haven't really figured out a great way to control when you have kids. So these things are very controllable things. It's just putting that priority up with all those other things too. Especially with kids, it doesn't mean you're replacing your children with your workouts, right? You're just moving it up with them. And you're gonna feel guilty about everything anyway as a mom, so you might as well just do it. Okay?
I find no matter how hard I try, I can never sleep a whole 7 or 8 hours. I only can do 6.
Really?
Yes, never. No, as long as I've been living, I can only do 6.
That might be normal for you, you know? What we want to think about is if you have trouble sleeping and it's changed within a recent period of time. That could mean something called like sleep apnea, or you're not getting good restful sleep because you're not breathing well. And that would be something if your sleeping has dramatically changed, or you're just, these past couple years, it's been difficult for me to get good restful sleep. That's when you talk to your doctor about it. But if that's your norm, that's your norm. Yeah, then that's, I'm sorry.
But I'm never tired.
Then that's good.
It's fine.
If you get a lot of daytime tiredness, drowsiness, you want to talk to your doctor about that, because that doesn't have to be your normal, okay? Our last part that we're going to do is mindful eating. So right before I send you guys off to lunch to practice this even more, I'm going to give you a little appetizer of Hershey Kisses. So what is mindful eating? Like, what are we talking about? You might have heard mindfulness and things like that.
Eating at the right schedule and
Yeah.
be mindful what you're eating.
Yes, exactly.
Red stick, let it be a carrot stick.
It could be that. It could be making a good choice.
Right.
It could. What I want to say is it's just eating with attention, like really paying attention to your food, and eating with intention, meaning like, I'm going to eat right now. I'm going to sit down, turn off the TV, put the phone down, like face down on the table. It's going to mean you're going to go slow. You're going to take your time. You're going to really taste your food and enjoy it, okay?
Oh, you say TV stop you from doing that?
Yeah, you eat distracted when you're watching TV. So all of a sudden, you look down. Has anyone ever looked down at their plate and said, like, where'd all my food go? Yeah. Who ate all my food? But you're the only one in the room, so you know it's you. But you're like, but you're still hungry. And you're like, but that was my perfectly portioned chicken breast. Well, I'm gonna get another perfectly portioned chicken breast. So we're gonna work on that part. We want you to put the utensil down between each bite. Really savor your food, right? Chew, swallow, then add more, okay? And we're going to recognize how we gradually feel full. Okay? So we're going to try this. When people eat mindfully, they may realize, like, I feel satisfied with less food. I actually feel pretty good. You can recognize when what I like to say is 80% full. I feel good. I can probably eat some more, but I'm satisfied I can stop. Not like Thanksgiving full, where we're like, ooh. And you're like, what is that? Oh, I didn't have any of that. Thanksgiving is one day a year. We will absolve you from your sins on that day. But for all the other days, we're going to actually practice eating mindfully. When people eat mindfully, it means it's just the way of doing it, way of eating and chewing and tasting. It actually has nothing to do, so what's on there has nothing to do with what the actual food is. So if you're eating chocolate cake or a carrot stick or a waffle or an apple, you're going to eat mindfully, and this allows us to enjoy our food, because at the end of the day, food is truly meant to be enjoyed. It's not just a way to nourish your body, but it's so tied into our culture, how we celebrate, how we grieve. We've all been to funerals and then have the grief buffet come, right? We all know we go someplace and you want to eat something because you don't want to be insulting. You know, you don't want to say like, oh, I'm trying to stay away from carbs. They're like, but I made this and I know you love it. Like my mother-in-law always makes me this insane carrot cake, and I just had a baby and I was like, really gonna lose this weight. But I ate it because she made it for me. So it means eat your food slowly, enjoy it, and you may find, you know what, a little bit was fine. So you all have a Hershey Kiss in front of you. I want you to unwrap it. And don't immediately pop it in your mouth, because that's what we do, right? We're slowing the process down. I want you to unwrap it and just look at it. Literally, just look at it. And now I want you to bring it up to your nose. I want you to smell it. Oh, bring it up. Really taste it again. You like wafting it around. Give it a good waft. Yeah. Okay. Recognize that smell. Now you can put it in your mouth. So we just slowed this down significantly, right? Put it in your mouth and just let it sit there. Don't start chewing. Okay. So put a small amount and just roll it around on your tongue and just be like, really taste the chocolate. Take your time. Think about your level of fullness right now, or your level of hunger, and just kind of let it melt a little bit. We're going to be doing this with all our food, like going slower. Now chew. Now swallow. Now have a sip of water. Okay. So we stretched out having a Hershey Kiss for like 15 seconds, right? I would say that was. Instead of having a Hershey Kiss, which is usually like 2 seconds. Well, because it's so tiny, because we'd have like 3 by now. You know, we're just moving through.
Open 3 and put all 3 in my mouth.
So we're going one at a time, right? Slow down. If you treated your food like this with attention, someone made you food and you really want to like savor it, or you go to your favorite restaurant and you're like, this is good. Slow down. Let your brain get the message that you're eating. There's a 20-minute delay between your stomach filling up and your brain understanding that you're full. If we slow our eating down, we'll actually connect that at the right point. So when you're actually full is when your brain will get that signal. As opposed to when you're actually full, you've already eaten for another 20 minutes, and then your brain was like, what? What just happened? We're very full right now. So I want you guys to think about that when you eat, where you would normally have maybe a larger portion of something, or you want a big slice of cake or whatever. Okay, serve it to yourself, but go slow. Take your time, chew your food, savor that food, savor that great carrot cake, savor whatever it is. And then recognize, you know what, I feel good, I feel satisfied, maybe not just here, but also up here as well. Okay? So that concludes our 4 ways of being healthy. So what I want you guys to take home from this is like, doing small things every day can really lead to great benefits. Every day has that opportunity for you guys to be healthy. You don't have to wait until you're 20 pounds less or your blood pressure is a certain number to declare yourself healthy. You can create that health every single day by doing small little things. It really will add up at the end of the day, but every day you'll feel like, I did it. I did something good for myself today. And it was looking like a nut at work, doing push-ups on the back wall because my boss drove me insane. It's a way to relieve my stress. So I want you guys to really take up the challenge of altering your environment today. And that means go home, look at your cabinets, or before you even get home, know that you have to add something to your cabinet. So stop off at the store. Frozen veggies, fresh veggies, fruit, maybe some whole grain bread, something that may be missing in your cabinet that could make it easier for you to be healthy. Drink your water every day. You're like, I know, I got it. I'm in the bathroom all day, I know. get your body moving. If I find out any of you guys have that diagnosis, I will find you and make you do push-ups. And eat slowly every single day. And see how often you can do it, especially with the good food. Savor it. Because you don't want to like wolf down something awesome and then be like, oh, I didn't even taste it. Let me get a second slice. All right, so that's it. That concludes our day.